Alrighty, lads, welcome back to another episode of my Jerusalem playthrough. Excuse me while I move my microphone just for a second. I'm going to go ahead and create a client state here. I'm not going to put too much work into it. I selected the capital of Kiev, province of Kiev, which will be the capital for Ruthenian Christendom. Give me your suggestions, guys, if you want to see this renamed to something else. I don't see any reason not to put our dynasty on here. We can get royal marriages with them if they're our dynasty, which can be cool, or a monarchy rather, which can be cool going into the late game. If you lack nations to royal marry and you need an heir or whatever. I didn't plan to do this while recording, but screw it. That's a fine flag, I think, good enough. I like the white color. What color should Russia look like, guys? Maybe we'll do some green. Or red. I think that looks pretty cool, actually. We'll do that. Don't care about this stuff. So there we go. Our new client state. And let's go ahead and hand off a bunch of provinces to him. Now, I've been thinking about maybe I don't want to give him the Crimean region. That's okay. Also, a lot of the provinces we took, guys, have zero overextension. I should be going straight back to war ASAP, and that's what I plan to do. But we're just going to do some tedious handing off provinces here quickly, especially if I cannot find him. There we go. It cuts off his name because it's like too long. God dang it. We could call it like Rus. I don't know. Tell me what's a good name, guys. So let's begin by, we've called all this stuff up, so it gives them 0 overextension. I'm thinking about area-based. Giving them all the Ruthenian provinces here. He's going to be area-based. His capital will be in Kiev, which means he's going to pull a lot of wealth like Crimea into here. That's something we should take into consideration. And I could give him... We'll give him that. I could consider giving him, like, all of Poland as well. We could do, like, just fill his accepted culture slots up with Slavs in the West Slavic group. God dang it, I lost him again. There he is. I always find this tedious, guys, because I feel like I have to be really careful. If I misclick, which I've done in the past, then it's quite upsetting. Because I'm the kind of player that does not like to save scum or anything like that, even if it's just an innocent mistake. I'm not above it. You know, if it was just a genuine mistake or something like that, that was just going to ruin my whole game and experience, I might do it. But it's not preferable. I don't like making a habit out of it. And I certainly never do it when it's you're actually cheating. I don't think that's so much cheating. If it's just a genuine mistake that shouldn't have happened and it was completely unintentional. But even then, you guys will notice, those of you who have watched all the series, that often when I do make a mistake, I just deal with it. Alright, so the plan would be to feed this guy as well. And I guess rip... wait, his name actually is literally too long. How do you even rename them? I know you can. Is it from this tab? I wrote Christendom, but it doesn't fit. There's a way to rename them. Huh. This might be the name for now. God dang it, how do you rename? Can you not rename client states? I'm pretty sure you can. I'm being dumb. I'm being dumb. How do you rename it? WTF, how do you rename it? I thought it was easy. I thought you could just type it in. Okay, there might be a edit button. I'm scratching my head. I think there might be an edit button. I'm sorry about this, guys. Okay, well, I'm wasting too much time doing it. His name is Ruthanian Christend for now, guys. But I'll figure it out. I'll just do it in between episodes so that I'm actually doing something this episode. So, yeah, initially here, this is going to be the name, lols. Alright, let's give him that era. Now, if we give him a Rastakand, he's going to pull it through into the Crimea. So I will do just that. I've got a lot of stuff to do this episode, guys, which could be a little bit tedious as we just integrated Portugal last episode. So perhaps he should use his accepted cultures on these cultures. I think that would look more fitting anyway. As he is our resident Ruski. I want to be chucking my own merchants about the place. Kuma. Okay, we'll give him that one as well. Here. This is always fun. I find it fun, but I just feel a little bit insecure when I'm recording, guys. A lot of people at the moment, I'm not sure it's a lot of people, I might not say that, but some people have been requesting that I sort of time-lapse this series, you know, where there's boring stuff. Although I could do that, it kind of defeats the purpose in the sense that I wanted to kind of just chill and play the game and hope that some people enjoyed that. If it wasn't the case, then I probably wouldn't bother doing it. But editing like that, guys, especially for me, maybe people were better at editing, it would be faster. It's a tremendous sort of workload, and I shudder at even the thought of doing that, quite frankly, editing each one of these. But I think some people have been kind of inspired by my other higher quality series, but I mean, that's the difference, guys. It's not easy. Certainly not easy for me. But I totally... God, I can't find this Y. Where's Y? It's the opposite of alphabetical. Okay, it's in reverse. You know, doing stuff like that, then I feel this. I mean, I then do feel insecure. Like, oh, gosh, people don't want to watch this, right? But at the same time, I know there are tubers who are even more slow than I am. Like, apparently, I don't spend much time watching him, but Arumba apparently is notorious for playing very slowly and meticulously. And honestly, you know, I've spoken about it before, but some of my weaknesses definitely derive from rushing. So you have to forgive me, but right now where I'm at is playing slow. Playing slow, and yeah, just kind of hoping that you guys enjoy. Those of you, there are some people who do enjoy. That's kind of where my thought process is at right now. I don't actually spend much time playing EU4 outside of, you know, quote unquote working on stuff either. So, like for example, you guys see me learning on the fly a lot, like about coal, because often I'll be working, I say in quotations, on other videos and so on. And I'm not playing towards the late game. And this is often where my late game action comes in. Tava. These names, though. A is all the way down here. Alright, where... Oh, okay. Alright. Cool. So, the minimum I want to give him is up here. I just want to give him that one last area here. So this guy's going to be quite strong, obviously, because we've cored the stuff up. He's just got that all for free. He should be able to state it up and so on. I think that's how it works. He doesn't need to pay admin to state it up either. Bells is down here. And then last one. P. There we go. Alright, so we'll check him out in a moment to see. He should be able to state a lot of that up, which is good. Then the plan would be to give him all of these Russian areas at the least, and I'm interested to see which cultures he will accept. We'll see. I suspect he's going to accept most of these, and then we might, just for the sake of sort of meticulousness, we might. I noticed Hungary's only accepting one additional culture outside of his culture. Oh, no. Partial acceptance. So he's using 2 culture slots. We could give him Poland. Not that that stuff is that important, but I like dividing the world in that kind of way, if possible. Now, merchants. Jeez, man. This is all going through. So anything training through here, we collect 80%. I think that's actually the highest out of anywhere that we collect. This is all flowing through, though. So let's train through like this. How much goes up here? 81%, and that goes up here. We actually have higher control. If we go like that, up here, we'll end up getting more wealth like that. And then from here, I might train to this province to get that extra training bonus. But maybe I should drop a merchant there just to increase my influence there. We're going to have tons of merchants. I think I might do it. Just to increase my pie. Because then we... Oh, the floor is this here. I'd have to drop 2 additional. I'm going to do it. We're going to have so many merchants this game. Let's just train into oblivion to dominate Constantinople. So here, I'm going to transfer, but then I'm going to make sure that he's coming down that way. Yes. Yep. To Aden. And then here, make sure he's coming up here. So it's boom, 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 all the way. Now, how about we drop some light ships in that? That would be good. Who else has control? It's Yemen, I guess. Yeah, so eliminating these nations would be good, but we got a long truce with them. No, I think if our influence will double here if we transfer, because a lot of this wealth we will receive nowadays, especially once we integrate that Spain, we can just be balling. Now here, let's go ahead and state up the Portuguese provinces. We can see that one's with 62, Alentejo, which I cannot pronounce. And that is without these additional 8, that would be 70, 84. That's a big area that we don't have to pay for, and that's going to improve my influence in Sevilla. And so will this. How large is this area? Barrias. 74. Nice. Awesome. That's also a good area. Well worth stating up. Because, hello, control. Now, he's built stock exchanges, but there's no need to build them anyway once we integrate Spain because we'll have supreme control here. Cool. This is unaccepted culture. Why don't we appease the clergy there? Nice, nice, nice. This is going to bump up our influence here. We're going to be so rich. We're going to be so rich. I love it. 87% integrated. Cool, man. All right. Ruthenian Christ. I'm sure you can rename them. Let's check one more time. It's not like we've done anything yet. Customize subject. There we go. There we go. Got it. Got there eventually. Okay, but what do we call it? Probably misspelled Magna. Okay. This is what we're called for now. Ruthenian Magna. Give us ye old suggestions, guys. What would be fun? But me, myself, personally, I'm happy with that. Now, let's go ahead and smash Delhi. No friends are going to be backing him up. The only issue I'm worried about is occupations, but we got 90% here, which is most of these occupations here in the south. So hopefully that will be resolved. Oh, of course, we got these fleet that we have to deal with. So that's a Portuguese fleet. Oh, baby. Oh, heavy ships. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. I think, if I recall correctly, we were bringing our navy around. Let's, like, collect navy, like, here. Why not? Okay, these are a lot of odds and ends. Transporting dudes. Yep, I'm going to accumulate like a lot of our navy and then sort out some real stacks. A lot of those guys there that from Portuguese, those heavy ships are not outdated either, which is really cool. Going to protect trade in the Gulf of Aden with that. These are heavy ships we're doing pirates. So I think I saw, there we go. 27%, look at that. If we get rid of him, we have almost complete control here, which is going to be important. So Hormuz. Uh-oh, where are you at? We have full control, or the highest control. Yeah, jeez, man, all the way down there, I don't know why. Now, I noticed that pirates have the most control here. But our influence is going to grow here rapidly after starting the trade company, quite frankly, but dealing with India next. That seems like most of the navy, though. Cool. Not too bad. Now, Portugal had some big fat stacks. I might just delete these, man. Seems easier to me. Some of those. Somewhere he had some big fat stacks that I saw participating in the wars. But it might be just around here in Arabia. Okay, so he stayed it up in the area. Oh no, he does have to pay for it? Oh, as if. I didn't realize that. pretty sure he doesn't. It might be a month here. Let's wait and see. Pretty sure he doesn't have to pay for it. Seems like he does, eh? Stating them up, but he doesn't. We'll see. Anyway, let's go ahead and influence him. Give him some extra admin. Cool. Naturally, I want to... what we can do in our war against the Commonwealth is 100% him and take like some land for ourselves and then hand the rest off to Ruthenia. Well, let's go ahead and attack Delhi. Go ahead and attack him. That's what I'm looking forward to doing, hoping that our navies are all kind of out of the way. Hunting some pirates. Oh, Delhi doesn't even have a coast now. That Malwa wrecked him. So that war's over with Malwa. Let's try to grab as much as we can before Trans gets it all. Portuguese, Mexico, and French, Brazil. Let's use prestige on French Brazil because he gives us so much money. And Portuguese Mexico, eh? Alright, so he's definitely been giving us a colony, California and Alaska. Those are all Portuguese. Nice, nice, nice. They're all large. Looking good. Now that we're at war, next month I'm going to start knocking off some of these guys. Alright, I guess Mexico is going to be no different. He's large enough to, he's going to give us a lot of cash if we do that. So let's put our prestige to good use. And that means we can upgrade some of these guys, but we got to make sure they're the correct culture, which is really annoying. Now, my diplomats, we need to integrate GB. Let's do relations with him. Papal influence is capped out here. Let's do manpower and mercantilism. Alrighty, back off to war we go. I'm just accumulating all my navy. I'm going to protect trade here with the light ships. Then I want to protect enough with pirates around these regions to kill off the pirates. And then I want to, use some of our military fleet. Maybe upgrade them. I'll see how I feel. But make sure that we have some proper nice fleets now that we've got all those heavy ships. And transports, obviously. Okay. This is Portugal's stack, I think. Oh yeah. Nice. Let's add that, and we should have supreme control over East Africa now. Zanzibar. We shouldn't have to worry about this stuff any longer. Okay, cool, cool, cool. That must be yeah, look at his composition, that's whack. That's the big stack I was talking about. Alright. Alright, let's 40 mercs. I'm just gonna delete them. We'll rehire them later if we need to. These guys can come reinforce some of our other stacks whose composition is not so hot. Now, did I have something? There he is. Coming down to deal with that. Good stuff. And we're not so bad on military anymore. We're not so far behind. 27. Delhi's 26 and I'm 26. So let's use our army tradition while it's high. To get some generals up, finally. Finally! Now he's got some high-level forts, but some low-level forts as well. Alrighty, cool. That wasn't that tedious, right guys? Let's knock out a war here. Coring range is going to be an issue though, whereas if we were fighting Khorasan it wouldn't be. Bengal always seems to do well, dude. Like, always. Alright. Am I going to get exiled there? Yep. Let's just do it before it becomes too much of an issue. All right, let's take some land. We don't have to fully annex them, so it shouldn't be too hard to take this stuff here. Get them for me, Austria. Let's take Indus from Malwa and take the rest from Delhi. See, like that needs cannons. Let's just accumulate here. Just combine those together for now. He should get deadified. No problem while we fight these wars. Alright, so with all of that out of the way, guys, I just wanted to say one last thing because I just briefly listened to some of my rant back, my previous rant, and I'm not going to rant on about anything. I just wanted to say, because I wasn't sure that it was 100% clear that it came across, but the emphasis that I wanted to actually say was that I genuinely do personally believe that doing some tasks which might get you down because they're like demeaning or whatever, that's how you feel, or you're jealous of other people who don't have to do that kind of thing. I genuinely think, probably the best way to say it would be that it gives you character, and it is what it is. Character, it doesn't necessarily give you happiness or anything like that. It's just completely subjective. But I personally think that comes that it's very beneficial in terms of self-respect. And that's what I was trying to get at with my rant, is a lot of people, they seek the approval of others, and a lot of these people who are very successful in their life and so on don't need to do tasks like that, and they feel completely and utterly their motivation is to gain respect from others. But I think for me personally, the only real kind of respect that ultimately matters is self-respect. A lot of people that are very wealthy and so on are not very happy. A lot of them talk about how money does not bring happiness, and that's... Are you serious? You got exiled there at the last moment? God dang it. I personally think that's a part of it, is because a lot of these people, they lack self-respect. You seek respect from others, and then people are always, like human beings, they always focus. It's just like a game, right? You learn like hacks, like exploits, like how can I manage this, and that includes like the perception of other people. How can I show other people that like I'm a good person or whatever, or that I'm impressive or strong or whatever it is. But you know what you are. You know, if you're weak and you're convincing somebody that you're strong, you know. And I think this is where a lot of issues come from. And personally, I just think it's important to look at those tasks and so on like the opportunity that they are. That's what I was trying to say. And yeah, I think self-respect generates respect. There's a lot of mentality in our society like fake it till you make it. And there's a lot of faking it because of that. I've noticed a lot of young men, I think they gain the impression like, oh, if I can pretend that I'm good at something and that I'm confident, right? Don't you always hear about confidence? I hear about it all the time. Like, what do women like? They like confidence. So it's like, oh, okay, I'm I'm young, I'm uncomfortable, and I'm insecure, but I'm going to pretend that I'm confident because that's what people like. Do you see what I'm saying? But I think a lot of these young men, their kind of reality can burst, their bubble can burst when they realize, no, excuse me, some people, yeah, they're not faking it like you. It's not about faking it. The reason that they're confident is because they can actually deliver. And that is something that a lot of people learn the hard way. There are some people that are like above and beyond because their confidence comes from them being good at things and knowing they're good at things and being self-confident. And I just value mundane tasks to be an opportunity to show that you can do things like that and you can do it well. And when you have self-respect, you'll be surprised. It won't be everybody, but there will be people who respect you as well. And I could digress and talk about the subject matter forever, quite frankly. But yeah, like even just being a kitchen hand in my original job, when you do it to the best of your ability, your boss, it might not even be your employer, but it could be like the head chef. He's going to notice that, right? He's going to notice that there's no reason for you to have pride or integrity in yourself or your job or your such a huge success. But the contrast between you and between somebody who comes in there like head down, like sort of sad and depressed is going to be a very... What happened here? Did I not give him that one? We'll give him that one as well when we're at peace. He doesn't have the admin points to state stuff up. I thought they actually did. Well, there you go. Despite us calling everything for him, he's actually going to be starved for admin points for a while, this guy. It's annoying. I hate that about client states. Yeah, I think I made my point. That's the point that I was actually trying to make, and I digressed pretty hard throughout the rant, so I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page, boys. Bengala's ahead of me in military tech. We could tech up for -5. Let's do it. Now, unlike everybody else in their mum, he doesn't have a very good general. Which one of these guys is better? His maneuver is 3. Shoot. I'll go for fire, 6. 2 shock. Because I don't think there's any way we have, you know, ridiculous shock that's going to defeat him with ease. Sucker, we are so strong. Got really good morale, it looks like. Discipline's good, morale's good, tactics are good. -1 to rolls. Just need to make a few more days. Get wrecked, Bengal. Sucker. Okay, access is broken through. Let's go. We need to deal with Malwa first. God dang it, I've lost track of time though, which always happens. But we're focusing on this war first. I'm surprised how long our run is lasting, which is kind of good, because our heir is getting some age behind him. Our heir is not that good. Spain's at 90%. Yeah, the fact that I've lost track of time is awkward because I don't want this video to be very long. I hate it when they're long, when I need them to be uploaded. You guys, you know, I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to do, but some of you guys, man, I'm not sure you know what it's like to have bad internet. Those of you who don't, like, some people talking about, like, why is this video so late, Monk? And sometimes, it's not always, because sometimes I get ahead, but it's literally like, dude, because it takes me 6 hours to upload this video. I literally recorded it and started uploading it, and it didn't finish until right now. Because the videos also, YouTube has to render them so that they're on like HD or whatever. Some of these videos, it's like I intend it to be up at a certain time, and it takes me that long. Like sometimes it's half a day, depending how YouTube is, to get the video up. So I'm doing my best, but yeah, with the bad internet, man, it feels bad, man. Life's bad, man. Now let's check out, has he done some accepting culture, I wonder? Because some of these cultures, yep, he's done Nogai. Some of them are quite large, I was going to say. So he's done Nogai, so he does have a little bit of unaccepted land. They do humanist ideas though, don't they? Oh, I thought they did. Yes, they do. They do. Okay. They do humanist. And they've got -2 from self-rule with their own traditions. So their stability's real good. What I will do, though, is convert some of his provinces. Let's include subjects there. Nice. He, even with heretics, he's stable. And he's doing some converting. Cool. That's what I like to see. But, you know, I'm worried about war exhaustion and so on makes him unstable. Alright, with Malwa, we can get a border with Bakhmanis. And dominate this trading region. Okay. This is what I'm shooting for in this war. I hope it doesn't take forever. Stupid Bengal and so on. Might make this take ages. Hungary's about to break through here. Good stuff. Alright, I might, God dang it, I hate it when I lose track of time. I'm going to try to integrate Spain here and then end the episode up on that. Alright, lads? But I'm not sure about these wars. They might take a while. Really? What's blocking me? This? Now we have an age bonus to do that, which I think means we can take Delhi's land, and we're going to have that available here shortly as well. Okay, so these are just about all the forts. Let's go for Bengal's capital, use a siege general, and bring back up. Take that out. I might assault that capital. Get Bengal out of this war, it's going to be mostly done. Malwa already has lost his enthusiasm. All you need in the Cape is the Cape to be added. So I'm not going to really bother down there too much, but I'll just add those ones to the trading company that I've already converted up. Nice, dude. Getting a lot of those little obscure provinces that are owned by Portugal feels good, man. As it. Let's do one over our colonists. Let's just do that as a general rule because we're so rich. How much trade are we getting now? Ooh, getting to like near 600. Mate. Now, are you going in the right direction? Some of these guys we wanted to check, see. That's right, I think, is it? No. No, it's not right. We're doing that. Yep. Yep. And make some of our next merchants pretty self-explanatory. If we can get 2 more, we can train all the way from here. I'm looking forward to it. Get a real big long train going into Constantinople. With that in mind, I could train like this. Some of this goes off into Genoa anyway. Let's just add 1 extra trainage there. It might be, you know, lose us a few ducats, but I'm not too worried about it. Gulf of Aden. And then after I finish up this war, hang on, why don't you guys go back him up? And you can start sieging some of the rest of his provinces down. I might just blockade him, but he seems mostly too afraid to bring his navy out anyway. So we're good. Spain's here. Showing him who's boss. Admin points? For the stupid commander. I kind of like him, but he's the wrong culture anyway. God dang it. I actually find this really tedious, guys. It's actually really annoying. I don't like this aspect. In the late game, you need accepted culture rulers, advisors. You just like need them. And see, like this, we just need them. And that's really tedious, I find. Some of the tedium in this game, I don't mind. I feel like it's kind of worsened, if you will, because some people are watching or whatever, but I find it enjoyable. Most mechanics, even ones that some people say they hate, like estates and stuff, I find it pretty enjoyable for the most part. It's rewarding enough. I feel like managing it is okay. The reward is like worth it, if that makes sense. But since they added this, you need, there we go, advisors of your culture. You just need them in the late game. If you don't have them, you're wrong, basically. You're bad. But as your nation gets big and strong, there's like fewer and fewer of them because so much of your population, even like that it's not stated up or whatever, like they should do that. They should pull your advisors from stated regions only or something. Because it's just so annoying. I hate it. There's sometimes, I think it was in my last campaign, or it was in my One Faith campaign, it's Byzantium, that I'd spend ages. It would be like each month, but it would honestly be like, feel like 10 or 15 minutes, like half an episode, searching for the right advisors. And it's not even like I feel like I have an option here, right? I'm like, oh, Greek, grab him. I'd prefer to have an unrest advisor here. But I just cannot be bothered trying to fish for one of those, so there you go. Because it's not simply a thing of tedium, right? It actually, you only get an option each month, so it can take a long time in terms of game time. In the late game, as you get later and later into the game, those months, you know, you can achieve more in that time than you could otherwise. Looks like Bengal's capital is just free here. So what kind of diplomacy does he have? Easy. Easy, easy, easy. I'll just go white peace for the short truce time with him, I think. His diplomacy's whack. And then that's peace with Malwa here, I believe. Okay, that'll do. Just fine. I think we're clear on overextension. Yes, we are. Now, I'm wondering with Delhi. Oh no, some of these we can't core up. It's their inland. It's a shame. I'm wondering how much we can grab here. Looks like GB can be integrated. Good stuff. Okay, overextension is 69.9, so we got what? 70, 30, 30.1. Now I want to prioritize the Sind trading region. Nice, got it. Cool. And then we might try to get some influence in Kashmir or Doab. I think Delhi will be so much. There'll be so much to do. It's too much overextension anyway. Just do that. Sweet. Big chunk of India there. That's pretty satisfying. And then hopefully Bachman. Oh, nice. That extra piece out there, guys. It allowed us to core everything at once. Feels good, man. Because there aren't some little obscure inland provinces there. Awesome. That's good. Now, I'm wondering about a war with Bachmanis. That would be ideal, but does he have... He doesn't share core. Beautiful. Beautiful. So he looks pretty freebie to us, but that's going to be next episode. Yeah, really concerned about the length of this episode, guys. Lost track of time. Sorry about that. Going to jump into next episode. I won't be able to read the comments for this either for a little while, but I'll look at renaming it in the future if you guys would prefer another name. Yeah, and obviously we're going to integrate Spain next episode. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.